It's been a while since I made a video. I figured I'd make one. I've been thinking about some stuff and I put it all together. It's about the Fed coin and cryptocurrency versus the petrodollar and even alternative power like hydrogen. There are motors out there that have been converted to water. It separates the hydrogen from the water, and that is what is the combustible in the motor. But what you have, okay, what people don't understand is that the dollar in the United States is not backed by anything. It's a hollow, it's like a sinkhole. That's all it is. It's just got a little thin layer. And the thin layer is, this is the facts of the world right now, is all the militaries of the world and the majority of electricity and any car, any motorized anything is ran on petroleum. And this is why you see the former presidents, President Trump did not bow to the Saudis. See, the Saudis host the majority of the world's oil. And so what you have now is, there is no one on earth who can buy petroleum. Now listen close. This is called the petrodollar. There is no one on earth who can buy petroleum from the Saudis without the United States dollar. So Japan cannot use their money to buy petroleum for their military and their citizens and their electricity. And no country can. So this is why it's called the petrodollar, and the only reason that the United States is still a world power and that our dollar bill has any worth to it at all is it's not backed by any gold. There is no gold. There's no backing. All it is backed by is the agreement of the petrodollar between the United States and the Saudi governments to provide oil for the military. Because now let's say China decides to cut off the United States dollar and starts dumping bonds again and just saying no to the United States dollar, all you have is a threat after that of being cut off. Okay, so let's say Japan cuts off the United States dollar because it knows that it's worthless. What we do is we pull our aircraft carriers and our destroyers up to the borders with our submarines and all that stuff, and they just sit there. And all they do is delegate after that verbally that says, we are ready for war and we have enough gasoline to provide our war machines with the necessary power to destroy you. And if you decide not to use the petrodollar, you cannot buy any oil or gas. And this is the petrodollar in motion. We've done it a few times to several countries. And until these countries decide that there's alternative power sources, until they decide that to convert all of their military motor mechanized vehicles over to hydrogen or some other form of a power source for their motors, right now it's petroleum. So they are being held hostage to the American dollar and the American military, and so in that comes what's next. Okay, so you're looking at cryptocurrency. Cryptocurrency is the next generation, to the point where the federal government of the United States realizes that there is nothing backing the dollar and that it is a hollow bullshit. There's over $10 billion outside of the United States. It's just printed money. So why you have all these sweatshops in these foreign countries and all these other problems is because of the petrodollar. These people are forced into these situations because they have no way of getting gasoline unless they use Americanized dollar bills. So once again, you cannot get petroleum from anywhere without the American dollar. And this is a huge problem for the world. And this is the only reason why the United States is still a superpower, because our dollar bill is hanging by a thread. Once these other countries convert over to a different power source or a different fuel source, then that's just it. Now let's say Japan transitions all of their motorized military over to hydrogen motors. They will not need to use the dollar anymore to get petroleum, and they will be ready for war. And if it rains over in Japan, they've got enough fuel to last eternity, because it only takes about 4 ounces of water to go 100 miles, and you can get gallons and you can get thousands of gallons of water when it rains. So It's just a simple process that's in occurrence. I'm just trying to help a few people realize what's going on around here, because the point of my video is cryptocurrency isn't going anywhere. It's absolutely going to take over. It's going to be a world thing pretty soon, and unless you get on board right now, you're going to miss the boat. The stocks are rising once again, and now, like I said, the federal government of the United States has developed their own blockchain cryptocurrency. It's called FedCoin. Research FedCoin. Have a great day, everybody. All right.